Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you for joining me again. My name is Wilky, and as you probably have seen from the starting card and intro, I guess, I'm going to be talking about the Hongmoon weapons and items, and also a little bit about evolution, transforming, and leveling up progress. So basically, the first thing I'm going to try to answer here is a lot of people are kind of confused as to should they be using the Hongmoon weapon or items as well, or should they be upgrading it? Should they replace it with something? And the first answer is relatively simple and easy. Yes, you should be upgrading your Hongmoon items, and yes, you should be keeping them as well. So no, do not replace them anytime soon, unless you really know what you're doing, but especially if you're new to the game or you don't know all too much about late game or how your character works, or class more specifically, certainly keep your Hongmoon weapon. It's a really beneficial weapon. It has good stats. It has a really good side effect, which is the chi regen. It's pretty good. It also boosts your crit a little bit. So it's definitely one of the best weapons you can use early on and even later on. But especially for starters, it's pretty much the only item and weapon you will need early on. All you have to do is feed it, and this is, I guess, it's a pretty straightforward task actually. So basically, what this means, I'm gonna talk about this really quick. Obviously, this is my weapon. This is not the one you will be having at the beginning, but basically, it's going to be looking exactly the same. Once you go out of the tutorial and you finish, I think, 4 or 5 quests, it's really early in the game. It should be chapter 3. So it's in Bamboo Village. You will get your Hongmoon weapon, which is a weapon. If you open it up in this window here, it will also display this experience bar here. So it should really look very similar apart from this little icon here. But basically, once you open this up, it will open up this breakthrough and evolution window, and all you basically have to do is put in any other random weapon you don't need. You don't even have to have it unsealed, and all you have to do is right click it. It will automatically be set up into this slot here, and once you do this, you will see that the experience bar of your weapon will increase, and obviously that goes really quick at the beginning of the game. Once you actually play a bit, it'll be a lot slower. So all you have to do is basically feed your weapon until you reach a certain point. And the first point you're going to be reaching is the breakthrough, which is basically just like a stage where you need a specific set of items to keep upgrading your weapon. And in case you're wondering, but what are these weapons? What are these kind of materials I need or anything? How do I look it up? This is actually really simple. For example, if I just hover over breakthrough, it will tell me the amplifier and the ingredients. So basically, I need 17 Infernal Lord's Horn, and I need 1 Imperator Gauntlet. So those are the items I need, and since I do not have the low level weapon, but this game is actually pretty neat in terms of items and things, so I can just really go backwards in upgrading. Now, once you start with your Hongmoon weapon, it will tell you to break through, you need a Stalker Gauntlet and a material, which is unfortunately not written right here. But if you're right on this stage, you can always just put your cursor over this, your mouse over this one, and it will pretty much show you what you need to upgrade the weapon. And basically, I'm just going to show you what this will look like. If I press evolve, it will automatically pop all the weapons, and you can see the bar rising. And now it actually reached the breakthrough. And to continue upgrading, as I mentioned before, this is the amplifier I need, these are the ingredients. And it's going to be the exact same thing for your Hongmoon weapon, except that you need different materials because it's a lower level weapon. But basically, this is the whole idea of how item evolution and breakthroughs work. You feed the item, you level it up until you reach a breakthrough. It will then tell you you need that item, these materials, and some cash. And once that's done, the whole upgrading process actually continues from 6 to 10, in which case you hit the next transform or breakthrough stage. In this case, it's called transform. In which case you again need a certain amount of items, certain ingredients to upgrade these items. So that is really, really simple. There's not much you can do wrong about. The first and the most important thing you actually want to remember is do not sell your Hongmoon items. They are kind of annoying to get back, especially your weapon. In case you in case you didn't keep your weapon or you sold it or anything else, there's a good chance you may actually want to re-roll a new character, because it will probably be faster than getting your weapon back. But if you are already about level 15 to 20, getting the weapon back is actually only a matter of about 15 to 20 minutes, so it's not really that much of a deal, but it still is annoying. So if you still have all of your Hongmoon items, make sure to keep them. Do not sell them. That is really not a good thing to do. And as I said initially, I recommend upgrading these because they are really beneficial for your gameplay. And especially early on, they don't take too much items to upgrade, so it shouldn't be all too much. The only thing I can give you as another advice is, especially early on, once you reach the transformation stage, you can actually here see it says ingredients, a moon water transformation stone. That's because it's a moon water weapon. But since it's going to be the Hongmoon weapon you will be using at the start, it's going to be a Viridian transformation stone. And you will get this stone once you follow through with all your quests and surveys. So all you have to do is progress along. And most of the materials you need should simply be coming to you as you play, as you do quests, and as you finish the surveys. So it's not really difficult, especially not at the beginning, because the game pretty much hands you out all the items you need. I guess that is really all you have to know. Hopefully this will clear up a little bit about the item progression and things. Definitely upgrade your Hongmoon weapon and items unless you know what you're doing. But even then, I don't think there's really a better weapon than the Hongmoon one. Anyways, hopefully you guys learned something from this video, and if you want to know something else about item evolution, how to gather certain items, or any other thing you want me to make a guide on, feel free to comment, and I'll gladly provide you with an answer or even a video if necessary. Anyways, thank you guys for staying around, and as always, see ya.